Hey, good morning. Happy Saturday. Oh, man, what a glorious day to be alive. I'm so happy. What a deal this is, man. And so, what a crazy week it's been. Hey, Glenn. And, man, since last Saturday, hey, AK, yeah, how you doing, dudes? Nice to see you. So, since last Saturday, man, I mean, there's just been so many things that have changed, so much growth, and it's just been a miraculous, really crazy cool week. And so I'm a total citizen now. Hey, Doc, nice to see you, bro. So, hey, Magdalena, nice to see you too. And so, anyway, starting last Sunday, I put up a mailbox since I had an address now. And it was snowing, right? So I'm out there in the snow, putting in a pole and concrete and all that. So since then, I have opened a bank account. I have dealt with Social Security, DHSH. I mean, I've been dealing with everything. I'm a citizen now. I'm a citizen of Missouri and a real resident. I'm actualizing. And it just gets better and better every day. So I think I mentioned last week on cartoons that, things were about to shift. Things were about to happen. And guess what? My beautiful sweetheart showed up on Thursday. And so we've been here hanging, just really adjusting and digging it, for the last 2 days. Hey, Candy. And it's just marvelous. It's just really, it's everything I imagined. It's amazing. And you're going to get to meet her today, finally. She won't be the mystery woman anymore. She's going to be part of the experience. So you're going to meet her, and you're going to meet the darling children. Oh, one of them's being nursed right now. He might be napping before long. And but we got a really bright young lady here. Her name is Ziva Rose, and she's really bright, and she really enjoys learning. So I've been doing little work with her and teaching her new vocabulary, and it's really fun to have such a receptive, bright young mind. And she's very artistic and very articulate, very smart girl, just like her mommy. They're lovely. And so, yeah, it's really happening. So we're getting prepared. We're just getting settled in here. And then we're going to be heading to Virginia. And pretty much going to do that in about 10 days or so. I've got something I need to do for the landlord. I'm going to go down and fix a floor in his house in Odessa. Oh, look at that. I got it right there in the background. This is Ziva. Say hello.
Hi.
Hi. There's Ziva. So yeah, I'm gonna go do this floor thing, get it fixed, and help him out a little bit, and then we're gonna go to Virginia, and I spoke with in the middle of the night. I was texting with Monica. And she was grateful that Cornelius stepped in last week and covered for her, because she needed a schedule change, and it was kind of they gave me only a short notice, and that's all fine. I'm very flexible that way. And so anyway, she posted up on Instagram. And so we saw that. I was watching that. I found it at like 3 a.m. She posted it up in a couple of the groups, and just kind of explaining where she's at. And so she is and so we are messaging back and forth, and she is in focused determination to get her book done. It's her number one priority right now. She's been working on it for so long, and she, has gone through so many cycles, and she was kind of procrastinating a little bit. And so she has just turned that whole thing around, and it's her intent to just get the book done. And then she wants to do our interview. So I said, no worries, whenever you're ready, because, I want, I want to support her and her ambitious goals, because her book's important. Monica's really an important person to all of us. I mean, she's stellar to me. She is one of my champions. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited for her. And so she sends her love. She does. She is just such a dear heart, and just such a special person. And so this week, coming up, Teresa Allen, and I also, she's been posting, and I posted that into the groups and on my page, a little clip that she made of her transformations, and she is remarkable. Teresa Allen is just off the hook amazing. And she's my new business partner. We're going to cooperate on a collection of children's stories. It's about the child in all of us. On a central character I created in 1996 was the first story, and I've got 11 of them at this point, and she's going to be my illustrator, and she is a fabulous artist. My God, she is so talented. Monica's watching. Hey, darling. I was just talking about you. Hey, did you, were your ears burning? It was so funny because when I woke up in the night and I was watching your Instagram video, I'm halfway through it and all of a sudden you're messaging me. So we're in the middle of, our vibes are really tight. We're always kind of in each other's heart and show up in each other's mind. It's really kind of powerful. Hey, yeah. So right now, little Jaden's being nursed, and he's going to knock out pretty quick. And so when he's done nursing and all that, I'll introduce Lisa to you. And I've been excited about this for a really long time. I really have waited a lifetime for her, a lifetime. And we both know it. We both know that we were in divine order. We were guided into each other's presence. And for this, we're both grateful. It's just, it was just an effortless ease transition for both of us. And she just, super gypsy. She's my gypsy queen. Ha ha! She just got in the car with the kids and started driving. Ha ha! On Thursday. And we were in touch along the way, and she drove like 475 miles or something from the Chicago area. And so it was after dark by the time she got into the area. And so I told her, well, look, I'll drive into town because rather than you trying to negotiate these county roads in the dark on these gravel roads, I thought, I'm just going to come in and I'll guide you in. So our very first meeting of actually seeing each other eye to eye and giving each other a hug was in a Walmart parking lot. How's that for memory lane? Crazy, huh? But it's all perfect, We were so happy, and we just, it's effortless. It just glides with effortless ease, the whole experience, and the same with the kids. It's just a beautiful, beautiful embryonic. We are on a roll. And we went out yesterday. We went to Columbia. I went to do my Social Security yesterday, and I had to go to Columbia to do it. And we went grocery shopping, and I took her to my favorite store, which I showed in one of my videos. What do I do? I took you to Leroy's and took you to Aldi's where the dumpster diving happens and all that. And we just bulked up, man. Our cabinets and the refrigerator, our fruit bowls, man. It was fun. We just loaded up on grocery. It's really fun. And we're living in a abundance. It's a vida local. Ha ha, the crazy life. And we're perfect for each other. A couple gypsies. And we have two white vans. Mine's a Chevy Venture. Hers a GMC. But they're both the same year. They had almost the same miles on them like when we bought them. And it's just amazing how symbiotic it all is, how just so perfect. No accidents, this was synchronistic. And these are the events that surround our life. And we're both really excited. We're going to do a lot of traveling. We already got, this for several months. We got all these things mapped out, going to Virginia, then we're going to go to Arizona, California, Washington, Oregon, and Montana. Hey, Teresa, I can't wait to see you on Tuesday, love. That video you made, Teresa, is awesome. I was just talking about it. That was just a beautiful little production you created there of your transformation. And man, I can't wait to have you on Tuesday. I've been looking so forward to that. I just love you so dearly. What a gift you are. And so, yeah, the shit's happening. It is. We're on it. I mean, this is really way happening. It's so cool. Hey, Matt. It's already, must be getting near tomorrow there in Australia, eh? Mate. So, yeah, anyway, we're getting ready to do this long trip. We're going to probably be on the road for a month or something like that. And you love me more. You're so sweet, Teresa. And actually, Teresa, you're going to be the first stop. I think you already know that. You're going to be our first stop on our journey when we take off for a month. And I look so forward to that, to actually being in your presence and maybe your store. We're going to talk about that. She's got a new store that her and her son are in partnership with and are going to open. And so we'll talk about that. She can promote her business, and we're going to talk about a lot of things. Teresa's really amazing. You're going to love Teresa. If you don't know her already, you're going to know her well. 11:11. There you go. Good timing. And so, yeah, after we get back from that trip, pretty much I'm planning on, like in June, to do the tiny house. Go get that dismantled and bring it up here and kind of start getting that underway. We're doing a retreat in July. I think come August, I've got more and more people kind of showing up in north of here, Ohio, Indiana, Minnesota area. So I think in August we're going to plan a little road trip going north to go up and do some hookups with some of the people that are north of us and spend a little time. Get more hugs. I love the hugs. And now I get to have hugs every day, several a day. Now I've gone a lifetime, real long time. I've been flying solo forever. And, living here, I mean, there's nobody here. There's nobody here but me. And, random people, I'm not going to go get hugs and, free hugs at Walmart. I don't think so. That shit ain't going to happen. So, you know how healing hugs are. Hugs are extremely healing. It's a really healthy choice to get hugs. And so I feel really richly blessed that now I have... she is my dream girl. She is absolutely my dream girl. And, we are all sleeping together as a family unit. Her and I and Ziva and little Jaden, all in the same bed. And it's just perfect. It's just so comfortable and peaceful. I mean, we really the bond was just instant for all of us. Really effortless. And so we know it's right. There's no doubt in my mind that it's beautiful. It's poetic. So then come September is the symposium. So, the months to come are going to be really filled with a lot of blessings and a lot of process, a lot of travel, a lot of wonderful, exciting times are just laying out. They're just naturally. And I always just go with the flow. I have visions about stuff. I don't get goofy, when shit happens. Okay, here's a good example this week. Okay, now on the day of that Lisa was planning to arrive, which she did, the plan worked. That morning, it was cold. We've had some really cold mornings. I mean, 20 degrees, 22 degrees, cold. I get up and I'd go do my walk and then I'd come back and the ground is just frozen. But I've had a lot of mud. And so because we had excessive rain and snow and whatnot. So there was all this hay. It was kind of old bale hay, and so some of it was pretty soggy and wet. It was just all in a mismanaged pile. It wasn't kept protected or preserved, but I had this idea that if I spread it around, that it would help maybe absorb some of the mud. So I went out there with a shovel, and I was pushing, it was still kind of frozen, some of this. So I'm pushing all this, trying to get these, I mean, it would be like this, this thick, where the tires had dropped in and made this mud crevice, and the rest of the dirt and stuff is being pushed way up. So I was out there with this shovel, and it was partially frozen. So I was going over it and over it and over it, trying to get it level the best I could before I started laying hay. And I went all the way up and down the driveway. And it was a long driveway. There was a lot of mud, a lot of puddles. Well, that morning I woke up and realized that there was a flat tire on my van. Now, one of the things I was planning on doing is loading up some of the hay in the back of the van so I could drive it down. Because these bales, dry, they wouldn't be so bad. But when they're soggy and soaking, they're pretty heavy. And they're old bales, and some of that baling wire would just snap. So it wasn't even practical to pick them up and all that stuff. So I was going to use the van, throw them in the back, and then as I went down, I could pull out sections and all that. So I called AAA. They came to replace the tire. It took them a long time to get there, and even AAA called me several times. They aren't there yet, and I said, no, they haven't shown up. And it's funny because the last time I called AAA, I had a flat tire. Same people, same couple. They're a lovely couple. They're nice people, but they have this great big flatbed, big enough to put a big rig on top of it and haul it. So it's a heavy duty flatbed with big dualies on the back, great big wheels. So they come rolling into my driveway. Everything I had just done in preparation to lay the hay, they undid. And made it worse. I mean, this heavy truck pushed all that mud, just pushed it all again. And I went like, oh, shit. And then when they left, he was backing up because he couldn't figure out how to turn around. So he's backing up. And so he jockeyed a couple of times. And so made even more of a mess and more. And I was like, oh, man. So did I plan on any of this? No. Did I plan on a flat tire? No. Did I have, the only plan I had was to lay the hay. Well, that got shifted and shifted and shifted. So when I went into town to look for I figured I'd just get the tire fixed if I could, but it had an interior. It wasn't in the threads. It was in the it was on the inside. So whenever you have a ding on the inside of a tire, it's not repairable. It won't hold. So I could spend $40 for a used tire without balance or anything. That's just mounted. Or he said, and I like this guy, Rick. He said, man, I got a special going on right now. I can get you a new tire for $66. And I said, that includes mounting and balance? Yeah, he says, that's complete. So little do I know, now I have finally, and I had 2 used tires on my van. So now I got brand new tires on the back. Now, financially, I wasn't planning on that. Not at all. All of a sudden, $140, like, boom, out the window. But, it was just something that had to happen. So the point of the whole story is teaching that shit happens. Things change. Don't get hung up on your plan. Be flexible. Trust and allow. All things are in goodness. And once you're in that experience and you don't get your head out, all caught up in stuff and play victim roles and all that shit, you realize it's all in the goodness and the grace. It all works out. Everything always works out just the way it's supposed to. Life's a beautiful, beautiful experience. If you allow it, if you trust it to be so, it is always. And so, anyway, what do you got in your mouth? You eating dates? Oh, you're eating another orange. We got a lot of dates. We got a lot of bananas, a lot of oranges, a lot of mandarins, avocados. Now, I want to tell you about how cool my little community is. There's only 3 basic stores, 3, that you can go shop at. One's a local market called Bratcher's. Another one is Aldi, which is kind of a regional store. Aldis are kind of around, and even in a couple of different states, to my understanding. And Walmart. That's it. You know, the town is just under a population of 14,000 people, and that's it for doing any kind of grocery. So Aldi, you know, go in there to get produce, it's the bomb. I was paying 38 cents a piece for avocados, 38 cents a pound for bananas. You know, I get the organic mixed spring greens, you know, for salad, that they come in those big, you know, containers, the black plastic. $3.98 at Aldi. You go and get the exact same container at Walmart, it's $5.97. You know, half a block down the road and across the street, you're paying $2 more for the same product. So I'm pretty cool about being efficient and getting the most for my money. And that's why I like Leroy's store, because, man, it's cool. Hey, Carol, nice to see you this morning. I hope that information that I shared with you was of help for your husband. And, you know, thanks for reaching out. You know, I love you. I do. So, anyway, what's Mommy up to? Is he asleep? She's been taking care of the little guy. He's a real charmer. I call him Buddha Boy. And he's still over there. You know. So she's in the house. You know, she's just calming him down, getting him ready. But we're going to have another day of just fun. This is just day 2. And it feels like we've already been it feels like we've been hanging out for a lifetime. That's how comfortable. I mean, we're just so comfortable together. It's just like awesome. Here she is. Come on, have a seat. There she is. Say hello. This is Lisa. She beautiful? I know. She's on the spot. And we got Ziva here too. So, anybody like to ask anything about these beautiful girls? And they're so lovely. Yeah, we're really happy. Yeah. Hey, Cody. I love all the hearts. Thanks, Glenn. Wow is right. Is she beautiful or what? She is a beautiful girl. You have anything you want to say? You just want to sit here and smile and be beautiful.
I feel pretty good.
Yeah, she does. And, you know, we're all so down with the pee-pee, you know, and we're not like crazy about the diet thing. And we're just on the same page. We're total gypsies, you know.
Hi, Teresa.
Yeah, there you go.
I look forward to meeting you.
Yeah, we do. This is going to be great. Thank you. So, you know, we're perfectly matched. There's no question in either of our minds. We were brought together on a real divine order, really big time divine order. And I think both of us went through lots of loops, lots of lessons, and, you know, rode a lot of ponies in the rodeo to finally get to a place where we are, you know, and we're set. We're good to go. We know it. You know, this is like the beginning of an amazing, yeah, she is beautiful.
Hi, Monica.
She is beautiful, huh?
Thank you.
I knew. That's why, you know, and I was being discretionary with everybody, you know, but I really was excited. So that's why I just kind of kept letting a little bit out at a time about it, because I was just so damn excited about us meeting, but out of respect and out of privacy. That's why you know, people are like, well, what's her name? Who is she? All this stuff. I figured you'll know when it's time, you know, she'll appear. And there she is. Ha, ha, ha. Here she is. Isn't it great? Don't we look good together? I think we do. I think we're a very handsome couple. And a really sweet family. I enjoyed, like I've been working the first night. We were up real late. And so I've been teaching Ziva some words. Last night we were talking art. Okay, so I was teaching her some words to consider in art application. And so, do you remember the words?
Words of what?
The last night that we were teaching. You remember the words?
Yeah, rendering meteor.
Rendering, yeah, render. And what was the other one?
Meteor.
Medium. Was that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, medium. So what I was teaching her is about the words medium and render, which have variable meanings. But I was teaching her in the art application what that means. So she'd understand, because she's quite a young artist. And we're going to get her some colored pencils and stuff today. She has crayons. She has, pens and colored pens. But I was explaining to her how different mediums work in art. And you can be a painter, you can be an illustrator, drawer, you can be a dot drawer, you can do all sorts of mediums. And so then that's why I was teaching her about render, so that she learned how to render arts in chosen mediums. She's a real bright girl. This girl's smart. I was teaching her the other night about intent. She's 5 years old, okay? She's learning, it's way past dog. No, we're stretching her mind with concepts and ideas, and she just like a sponge, man. She picks up stuff real easy. She's a smart little girl. She's smart like her mommy. Her mommy's really smart too. And yeah, we have a lot of plans. And Lisa's got some great ideas, which I support 100%. She's got some artistic ideas that she wants to explore. Do you want to tell them about some of that? Like about your children's clothing idea? You want to explain that to them?
Okay.
Rather than me explaining it?
It's just an idea. It's still an idea in my head, but I picture these pants with different kinds of designs and made out of really nice natural raw materials. And the idea appeared to me with babies in mind and children in mind. So they'd just be stretchy pants, and I would decorate them and, just let it evolve as I started creating them. And then I can sell them for donation prices and just for love donation.
Yeah.
And see where it goes. Maybe for adults, but I was thinking kids mostly, just some stretchy samurai pants with cuffs on the ankles and just lots of loose material, flowy material. Yeah.
Doesn't that sound cool? All handmade.
Yeah. Embroidered and everything.
Embroidered. Handmade.
Yeah. Mostly
Kids'
with like
clothes.
Indian tapestry designs.
Can I tell
And
them about my
textiles.
knitting stuff?
Can you tell them about what?
I knit. Can I tell them that I like knitting?
Oh, I didn't know you liked knitting. Sure, you can tell them that.
Mm-hmm.
I like knitting, and I got stuff at home. They're pretend needles, and they're pink. They really bend. Mommy helps me use chopsticks to knit them, and they really work good for the string.
Chopsticks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got chopsticks here. You can use those.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you like.
That was before we got needles.
Yeah. So, pretty cool, huh? I'm so happy, man.
All right, I'm going to go.
Yeah. So there you go.
Instructions.
So now you've had the opportunity. So, hey, Diana. So now you've had the chance to meet my new family. And I've got more good news about this, okay? Really good news. Now, I've told you in past, that, I have two sons. And I've recently talked to my older son, so, we're really good. Everything's good there. But my younger son just still hadn't been giving me much response. I mean, it didn't matter what I was doing. He just never respond. And so I've just left it alone. But his wife, Gabby, Gabriella, and my grandson, Benicio. They've been doing lots of art. Lots of art. And she's got an Instagram account. And so she's been posting an awful lot of, she's just taken up painting herself and just kind of showing some of the artwork that her and my grandson are producing. And so I commented. I just said, wow, you guys are doing great. Your art is just amazing. Beautiful work. And then I further told her that, I have a new family and we're planning a road trip. And we're planning on coming to Washington to pick up my archives. And I was hoping that, we could meet up. She's got a 5-year-old daughter and a 6-month-old son. And, it was just kind of, and she responded right back. It was like, wow, cool. God, man, you call us when you're here and da-da-da-da. So I had this feeling all along that that my new family had bridged the gap to my old family, because I have a grandson. He's just adorable. He's beautiful. I love this kid. And I've only gotten to see him now, I think twice or 3 times. And he's 2.5 years old. And I really love my son. I love my family. I do. So I'm sensing a great healing on the horizon. And I'm excited about that. And I feel complete in so many ways. Not that I felt incomplete before, but I'm in a really good balance. And I think balance is important. Even as simple as just hugs, having hugs. It's really an important, valuable thing to include as a healthy choice in your life. So if you can get hugs, get them. If you can give hugs, give them. Exchange that energy. It's really important. It's really valuable energy. And it's very healing, extremely healing energy. And so it just makes me feel so well. So, and I dreamed about this. I dreamed about this for a long time. Now, Lisa, she found me. She was watching allegedly Dave and Andrew Norton Weber and other videos, and she still wasn't quite yet on board. She was just learning about UT, and then she came across my videos and said, "I'm doing this," and she did. She just started doing it, and so 2 weeks in, she gave me a shout out on it in comments and said, "Wow. You're something else, man. Any chance that I could ever talk to you or whatever?" I said, "Well, sure. Absolutely." So she gave me her phone number and an email, and we got on the phone, and first conversation, we were on just under about 3 hours. It was just seamless. And I got off the phone. I said to Daniel, I just said, "Dude, I don't know, man. I think this is the one. I just do. My instincts just said, wow, whoever this person is, this is an amazing, amazing woman." I just resonated, just complete, like that. And so it began. We started having regular conversation, and there was no agenda. It was just a conversation. We were just learning ideas, talking, exchanging, but everything that we covered, we were both right in, sync with. Everything. It didn't matter what it was, with the urine therapy, with the plain earth, with the philosophy, with who we were listening to. It's just uncanny. I mean, both of us, like way heavy into Alan Watts, Terence McKenna, Ram Dass, Wayne Dwyer, Muji. I mean, how many people are you going to meet that you're going to resonate at those kind of levels with? And she's everything I dreamed of, holistically, everything. Everything that I had imagined and put into my dream list, in my imagination. She is 100% on every point, every single point. I did not miss a detail in my imagination. And this is why I encourage people, man. You get what you think about. Whatever you think about, you bring about. Just don't sabotage yourself. Set that thing up and leave it alone. allow it to unfold and present itself. And I have. And I realized I really have been imagining Lisa for my lifetime. Everything else was dress rehearsals, just preparation, so that I could learn lessons about how to really fuck up relationships by being a total fucking idiot and an asshole and a drunk and selfish and egocentric and all that shit. I fucked them up real good. So to finally get to a point of recognition of my own faux pas, my own shortcomings, my own limitations was important. And that's why I stayed abstinent and single for the almost 11 years now. Waiting in patience, knowing in patience that when the right person was going to show up, it would be the right person for life. There would be no more temporary anythings at all. And for this, I'm grateful. I am. I'm really grateful. I'm really happy. Shit is good, man. It's really good. Really good. And I just love you guys all so much. I really do. I look forward to seeing anyone and everyone at some point in this crazy world we're living in, to actually meet and be able to look into each other's eyes and give beautiful hugs and share ideas. And I look so forward to all that. Big time. That's what the road trips are about, is, we're out to, see the world, enjoy the experience, but more importantly is to connect with people. That's the real purpose. That's what the road show's about. This is what her and I are about. We're gypsies, and we want to bring the show to you, We're going to bring our rodeo to a town near you. Ha ha. And, we sleep all together in this, and I've shifted out of mattress, so I'm sleeping on more of a, flat surface, which they were doing. That's how they've been rolling for a long time. And the fact is, all of us in this circumstance, it was effortless. It's just effortless. I mean, it's just really comfortable. We all just sleep really good, and the energy is just so clean. It's so wonderful. So, as we hit the road, we just roll up this pad with the bedding, with some pillows, wrap a couple of bungees around it. Blam! Done. Ha ha. And since we can roll either way we want, we can go raw. We can just live on fruit. We don't need to have camp stoves and this, that, and the other. We're minimalists. That's the beauty. Now, I tell you what, most women I've ever met, and I'm not intending to be derogatory at all, but most women I've ever met, they like their security. They like their things. They like their houses. They like, all of their things. They like it. And that's fine. But Lisa's just like me. She has a few lovely things, and she's good. She left a lot of stuff just behind because it didn't matter. Just didn't matter. What was important is for us to be together. And I motivated her enough to do that because I told her I'm getting ready to hit the road. So if you want to hit the road, you better get your shit together because it's going to happen soon because I'm going. And I'd really like you to come with me. I would, because we talked about it forever. So it wasn't like I was putting pressure. I just knew schedule-wise, this is what's coming up. This is what's going to happen. And she's like-minded. She responded in a like-minded way. She's very fucking cool, man. She's way hip. And I'm grateful because we're really of the same milk. Totally. I found my perfect match. Really perfect match. And you know what? I deserve it. I deserve to have this woman in my life. And she deserves to have a man like me in her life. Because I'm not going to goof her. Not at all. I lovingly support her in every single arena and her children. Lovingly, graciously, with honor. No fucking games here. None. No fucking games. This is the real deal. And it moves me to tears to know that I'm finally in the blessing of this experience. It's a big time blessing. So we're going to have day 2. We're just on day 2. It's so awesome. And we're going to the park. We're going to take Ziva to the park. There's a beautiful park here, Rothwell Park. It's got a pretty good sized playground. It's right next to the lake, and she loves water. And we're going to go get her some art supplies and pick up some other supplies in town, and just have another outing. Yesterday was that was her, man. That was her. Nobody else but her. And so, yeah, yesterday with the food shopping and stuff and running to Columbia and and doing all that, it was just getting a little exhausting. We were way up late the night she came in. I mean, she got in late and we stayed up talking, and we actually shared a bottle of Cabernet together and just celebrated the moment, celebrated our experience of just being together. And we just were so enlightened and enchanted and just delighted. And it's just been really awesome. And yeah, I am happy. And thank you, Keith. It's very sweet. It is true. We're really we're a perfect match. A perfect match. It's just fucking crazy cool. I didn't forget the hubcaps. I put in my order and it was accurate. Right down to every single detail in my imagination. It was there. It's all there. Yeah, it's just like, wow. It's way cool. So, yeah, I'm a happy camper. Hey, Roz. Hi. Lisa's in the house. Lisa's here.
Hey, Roz.
Hey, Roz.
Hi.
So, yeah, man, it's happening, Roz. It's way happening. Life's good here Life's good in Orantown. I'll drink to that. Actually, yesterday morning, Ziva and I, she helped. We cooked breakfast together. We had pancakes with mango syrup. And then and scrambled eggs, It was great. And so we all shared breakfast together before we took our drive to Columbia. And, yeah, it's just good. Life's good. I feel really richly blessed. I feel rewarded. Life is good. So we're going to have another fun day. Today is just all about going off and having our second day of a great adventuring. And so, if you don't see me around the Facebook thing much, you have a clue why. Because I've got other things going on right now. And so I'm dedicated to my 2 shows, the Orin Oracle Lives. I'm really looking forward to my conversation with Teresa. And that's just going to be off the hook. And then actually after that, let's see. Oh, then Harry Matadine is going to be my guest the week after that. And then my friend Danielle. We met at the symposium, and Danielle is remarkable. Danielle Audrey Graham. And I had the privilege of spending Thanksgiving with her and her family down in southern Alabama. And was remarkable. It was just remarkable. And she's got quite a testimonial. Man. She's an amazing spirit. I just love Danielle. So I've been really gifted, really, really blessed with amazing opportunities to have just like remarkable guests that are willing to participate. Now, there you are, Michelle. Now, there's a person I'm waiting to have a conversation with, you know. So know that. We PM'd, and I'm still waiting, but I'm patient, you know. Michelle is, when I first was getting in, Michelle and Amanda were both admins for a We Remedy, a group that was established over in Europe. And I ended up being one of the admins for that group for a while. And we got to know each other. We've had a lot of conversations, both Michelle and Amanda. I adore these women. They're beautiful, beautiful human beings, good moms, and really healthy people that I just appreciate and adore and respect. And so that's the whole point of all of this. You know, I want you to know these shows are really not about me. I mean, I'm a mouthpiece. That's why I call it oracles. You know, because I orate. Hey, there's Danielle right there. It must have been her eye. Your ears burning, darling. I was just talking about you. And so. Yeah, these are remarkable people, and the tribe just keeps growing. People just keep coming in, and that's the whole point. We're just growing a tribe here. That's the whole point. It's not about me. I am an elder, okay? I am. I accept that responsibility. In many cultures, you know, once you reach certain plateaus or ages, you're considered a reasonably wise person within the culture. Most tribes operate that way. And I accept that responsibility. And I champion that. I realize that I am like a big brother to a lot of people. And I, you know, you're in my tribe, man. Your back's covered. You can count on it. You can plan on it. Anybody fucks with the tribe, they're fucking with me. And I'm no fucking walk in the park, man. I'm not the guy you want to fuck with. I'm not. I've been on too many ponies to let people just fucking walk on me or any of the people I take care of and love. So always know that you become a part of my tribe. That's lifelong. We're family now. Period. And I don't let anybody fuck with the family. I just don't. It's not how I roll. So I appreciate you all. I do. I love you dearly. And it's very moving to have such remarkable human beings in my life. I never take it for granted. Never. I don't take any of this shit for granted. All respect, all love. So I am looking forward to having these conversations. We're just going to keep it going and growing. That's my intent. So whether I'm traveling, no matter where I am, the Orin Oracles will continue. Because there's too many interesting people out there that I want to bring in to the conversation, because I think their stories are important. Their wisdom and their knowledge and their experiences are valuable. And I think that everybody needs to just keep learning from each other and sharing the experience. It's huge. It's really huge. And I'm going to continue the cartoons. You know why? Because I just have fun. This is when I get to just, fuck off and roll. I just get to say whatever I want. Just be myself and trip. And I'm tripping now. I'm way tripping now. Shit's just so beautiful, man. I'm having way too much fun, man. Life is glorious. It is. It's a beautiful day to be alive, man. It's a beautiful day to be alive. So, we're going to get ready to go have some fun. And the sun shines out. It's just another beautiful day in paradise. And spring is coming. It is. They're forecasting to where we're going to start seeing 60 and 70 degree days and stuff coming here down the pike. So, I managed to make it through winter in Missouri. Yeah. And it's been a pretty interesting experience, being a coastal, landing in the middle of the country and, these kind of cold climates is just not my usual wheelhouse. I mean, even when I lived in the high desert, like in Arizona and whatnot, I mean, it dropped down to 13 degrees. It was cold. But by 11 a.m., it would be 65 or 70 degrees. Now, that's a 50-degree variance you're talking in a 12-hour rotation. I mean, that's like crazy. It didn't do that here. It'd go from 22 to 21 or 22 to 23, you know, it'd be like that, you know. There wasn't a whole lot of variance. There was an awful lot of cold going on here, but it's changing. It's changing quickly. Springtime is in the air, and we're going to just be in this deep green, forested, beautiful, lush area surrounded. 88 acres of trees. 88 acres. It's beautiful. So, yeah. My brother, I love my Cayce cartoons. Daniel, you're such a dear heart, and you're gonna love Danielle, man. She's a pistol. She's a gift, and she's got a great story. She does. This is a woman that's overcome some remarkable things in her life, big time. You don't want to miss her, you know. So, I value you all. I do. I love you dearly, and appreciate everything. You guys are a gift to me. Just to know you, have you in presence. Thank you. It's an honor. It is. And so I don't have much more to add. I was really excited about this particular show because I really wanted you to meet. And she's got little Jaden in her hand. So you want to say goodbye to show him. He's so beautiful. He's asleep, but he's the little Buddha boy. He's just a sweetheart. So we're gonna say goodbye now, okay? So you guys want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye?
Yeah.
Well, do it.
Bye.
So yeah, they're lovely. And I'm so gracious about having them here and sharing the experience. It's just glorious. So I love you all dearly. Please join us on Tuesday as we welcome Teresa Allen and share that experience. You're going to just dig it. I love Teresa. What a gift this woman is. And she's my business partner now. Ha! We got business to take care of. We got some beautiful things on the horizon. That's so glorious. So I hope you all have a beautiful, wonderful, marvelous day. You know, always keep your peace together. Don't forget about the symposium. And I'm going to keep briefing you. I'm going to tell you one more, give you another tidbit. I am planning a retreat, and that's going to be in July. And it will be in Virginia, in an area called Floyd, which is an art colony. Historically, they have like bluegrass festivals there, and a lot of organic growers, a lot of farmers and growers. And so we're going to do a 3-day retreat on this 80 acres that a dear friend of mine, Nancy, and Nancy was on the organic gardening show with her urine with Linda and Roz. So she's been a guest before, but she's going to be a special guest. And we're going to bring her on too here soon. And then we're going to be a lot more open about what the retreat is and what we're planning, how we're planning it. But first, we're going to Virginia to hook up and do kind of a brainstorming and figure it out, do some layout and all that. And then we'll know. You know, I don't want to. Again, I'm pretty good about posture and disclosure. I don't spill all my candy in the lobby. I've learned. You know. All good things in good time. You'll know when I know, and I'll share it gladly at that time. So, yeah, that's happening. Symposium in September, 21st, 2nd, and 3rd, the Westgate, and that's a beautiful communion right there, that you want to meet people that drink pee and get together, and lots of love and hugs. Boom, that's it. That's the spot. It's high cotton. That's way cool stuff right there. So if you haven't done it, think about it, plan on it. It's only $35 for the event. I mean, you got to take care of your transportation, your meals, and your accommodations, all that. But for the event itself, it's only $35. Can't beat that. So go to waterlifesymposium.com and register. and be a part of the magic of that experience. It's worth it. It is. So with all that being said, I love you dearly. Always love yourself. Love yourself. Give yourself a big hug. If you don't love yourself, it's pretty hard to give that shit away. Got to start somewhere. Start with yourself. Then spread that shit around. Put that shit on everything, man. Spread that shit around. Yeah. So peace, love, and happiness to y'all. Thanks for joining me today. It's really been a privilege. And I love you all so dearly. So Tuesday, I got a date with Teresa. And we're welcoming all of you to join us on our date. We're going to hold a lot of love in this space, man. Teresa brings a lot to the table. So, yeah, shit's good. Shit's really good. I love you guys also dearly. So, bye for now. And till the next time. Boom! Ha! You've just been loved. Ha ha. Bye-bye now.